Hello everybody, it is I just wanted to do a short video here on top of the chain of Library of Ruina videos because I considered doing a recording tonight, and I may still do it shortly because I still want to play the game and I want my first impression up there recorded. Might not go out tonight or even tomorrow, but I'm probably still going to record it regardless. But I just wanted to go ahead and touch base with you guys on what I have installed in my library and games that I do want to do Let's Plays for, or at least a one-off for the first time that I play them, so I have my first impression video up of them. I wanted to take I've been wanting for a while now to take a short break from Library of Ruina, not because I need to get away from the game necessarily, but just because I wanted to twist it up and throw some other things in there. And the problem is, I get so lazy on recording and I wait like fucking a week to almost a week and a half, realize that I need to put something up, so I'm like, yeah, Library of Ruina, let's do that one. Everybody loves that game. So I wind up never doing other projects. So I just wanted to talk about some of the games that I would absolutely love to do a first impression, or possibly a Let's Play if you guys would appreciate it more. So any feedback at all whatsoever, even if it's just like a small thing for this, yes, absolutely feel like you should do that, or not really feel like you should, but feel very welcome to do so, because it's going to definitely indicate what I do next and what stuff that I wind up making videos for after this point, depending on what you guys say in response to it. So I've had Black Mesa for a while. I still haven't fucking played it, but this is supposed to be an LP that I wanted to do literally a fucking eternity ago. It's basically a remake for Half-Life, or Half-Life 2, I can't remember. I think it's just the original Half-Life. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is a gift that I got for my birthday from my sister forever ago, and I still haven't opened it up yet, even though it is downloaded, and I want to play the shit out of this game because I love Metroidvania-y games, and we will touch base again with that in a short while with another game that I have in my library that I need to get cracking back into. But Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, I've been very adamantly wanting to play this game despite still not having touched it. Like, anybody who has adored the side-scroller Castlevania games and shit like that have been around for a while now, especially if you enjoyed Symphony of the Night. That was one of the biggest ones right there. Then yeah, this is kind of a must-have play game in my opinion. Beyond that, I would love to touch base on Boundless again at some point. I lost my house that I was trying to do in the last Let's Play, but they had recently done a patch in this where anything that's on your plots of land that gets destroyed from you not fueling the beacon, now you can pull them out of basically like a pocket dimension thing from any other beacon that you fuel, so you never lose your shit again. So, thank fuck for that. You can't really lose progress that way. I mean, if you have like a shitload of spark in your spark generator, I imagine you would lose stuff like that. But I mean, at least you have all the blocks that you used, so thank fuck for that once again. But I would love to touch base on this game again at some point, but I just am not very motivated for it. Castleminer Z, I definitely want to jump back into because I still haven't gotten all the way to the end. We hit desert and that was about it. And there are still 3 other biomes in the game and other things that we can do in that game, even if it's just spaced out over, I don't know, God knows how long, just fucking off and doing whatever, because this is just a fun game to do. It's very easy for me to pump shit out for it, to be perfectly honest with you. This is a very low effort LP. It really is. I'm not going to like lie about that in any way, shape, or form. It's just, this is a very low maintenance Let's Play to do. It's very easy, very on the fly. I can just do this and not fucking have to worry about a whole lot of anything. I just got Craftopia today, and this is the game that I was talking about that I would love to play. That 21 minutes was me staring at the character creator. I have not jumped into the game whatsoever, but I have an idea of what to expect. And the explanation that I heard for it, and I can confirm based off of the gameplay that I have seen, it's basically Minecraft meets Zelda Breath of the Wild in like the style and the world exploring bit of it, with, believe it or not, weirdly, I would actually even put Cube World into this to some extent, because there are like these maps that you can go to and visit that are these different regions that you unlock with cash and all this other stuff. But like, yeah, it's basically world building and exploring and beating stuff up and dungeon crawling and loot, and very RPG-esque, and I love it. So I want to try the shit out of this game, absolutely. I've been dying to do that. Crea, I still want to do a Let's Play on, at least for like a small like mini series of this to show you guys what it's about, and then move on with my life. This is Terraria if Terraria had an actual legitimate leveling system to it, like XP off of doing certain things to be able to expand skills and passives and all that other stuff to make your character stronger in set areas by literally repetitive use, which is both a good and a bad thing in RPG games, but it's whatever. I like the game. It's kind of enjoyable. So, Creativerse, I need to tie up loose ends on. I haven't done anything on Creativerse in a while because I had touched the corruption layer on this, and that's it. There isn't much in the game. I went back into it, I explored the corruption off camera a little while, made diamond armor and a lumite sword. The only other thing that I would really need to do progression-wise is to make lumite armor, and the last episode would be hunting down the thing, which is a like mini boss thing that can spawn in the corruption layer, and maybe show you guys around like what the corruption layer looks like. And that literally is everything that I could show you on Creativerse for the most part. There are some small things here and there, but structurally as a let's play there's not much else that I can do in Creativerse. I've pretty much tapped into everything that isn't just small bits here and there. I've gone over the majority of the major stuff, so that's really it that I can say about that one. But continuing further down here, I'd like to jump back into Dragonspear at some point to show you guys what it looks like now that I have hit level 50 and done all the endgame shit, just to actually show you guys gameplay for it. Because I did like a first impression thing, but I never actually did a let's play of it or a one-off. So if you guys want to see a one-off of this, then that'd be cool. But it would be exactly that, just a one-off most likely. It's like a side-scroller beat-em-up with skills, and it's really not super in-depth, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I've played Elsword. I don't have it installed here, but that's because I have the other launcher. I am currently still playing Elsword regularly with a buddy of mine, and, yeah, we've been playing the shit out of this, and this game literally has, like, the best class that I have ever seen in a fucking RPG MMO in my entire goddamn life. It's a side-scroller platformer beat-em-up. It's exactly like Dungeon Fighter Online, except that you can jump and platform on top of different layers of things and stuff. So it's interesting, but I haven't really seen anything that particularly breaks the mold on Elsword, so I don't know. It hasn't really stuck yet, but I could do a one-off for that. Continuing on, I still don't know if I want to do a Heroes of Hammerwatch video or not. I don't care enough, but I've played enough time of it to have a good grasp of what the game is. I'm not even looking at stuff that I don't have downloaded, I don't think. But, yeah, so that's another thing. And some of these in here, the Hanged Man, the Boogeyman, all that other stuff, they're part of a 4-game series that is part of the Crooked Man. It's the same universe, that is, of the RPG horror, the Crooked Man. We will be getting into those at some point because I love RPG horror games, and that's what started my goddamn channel. So we will be getting into those at some point. Not now, though. It needs to be when I'm really in the mood for playing an RPG horror, because I really want to set the atmosphere and all of that fun stuff, and they are enjoyable to me. So if you guys like some good old-fashioned fucking horror and you can deal with 2D side-scrollers, then be my guest. I would like to do a one-off at one point, at least one life, of playing Project Zomboid for funsies. This game is very interesting to me. Unfortunately, it's a little bit stagnant at the moment because they just never moved up to another patch for this game, so it's incredibly buggy and kind of limited with things that you can do in the vanilla game, but anybody who plays Project Zomboid is well aware of that. For the things that are in Project Zomboid, though, it's a pretty good game. It really is. It's a genuinely pretty good game, and I really enjoy it, and I would love to fucking touch it and just do a one-off at some point. So, again, everything that I'm suggesting, guys, like, if you have to fucking go back through it again, I might even list all of the games in the description that I mention. Yeah, I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to put that in the description for you. But, just poll it to some extent, what you guys would like to see above anything else, if there's one that you have to pick, or multiple, and then things that you are indifferent to, and things that you genuinely don't really care too much for. You're not going to offend me by saying that you don't give a shit about seeing a game go up on my channel. Just tell me, so I am aware of things that don't really fit with what you guys would want to see, and we'll go from there. I need to get back into this game as well, and this is going on from the 2D Metroidvania thing that I was talking about before with Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. This is another one that was incredibly interesting to me, because, like, just look at how that looks, dude. Like, that's so clean looking. It's so clean, this game, the way that it runs. They have a lot of effort behind it, but it's just basically in demo mode at the moment, rather than it being a like a full-on game. Stage 3 and 4 is apparently right around the corner for November, though, but we do have a Stage 2, which is what this update thing is that I just clicked right here, that I need to jump into, and by November I intend on 100% jumping into it so that we can test out those new stages. I have 3 videos of this up right now if you guys want to take a look at it, by the way. This game was very intriguing for the time that I had spent on it. It was very intriguing, and I can't wait until there's more stuff to play. I don't care much about Risk of Rain in terms of stuff to put on my channel, but I guess if you guys wanted to see like a run-through or something for funsies, I could do one of those. Satisfactory, I kind of want to touch and do a short one-off for. This game is a guilty passion of mine that I do every now and again when I have like nothing else to do, to be perfectly honest with you. I usually let it run in the background while I'm playing other things, and I let it build up a bunch of resources and then progress through it. I haven't gotten past steel production for anybody who's familiar with the actual, she's not playing this right now, is she? She is. No, she's not. Okay. But, yeah, it's something that I've played a little bit on the multiplayer as well, and the multiplayer is clean as fuck in this game, dude. It is very polished. I'm surprised how well the game runs. Don't know how it will run when I do a recording of it, though, but it doesn't really hang too much, so as long as I don't have other shit running in the background that's too crazy, this should be fine. I have Staxel still installed on here. I was supposed to play this as at least a one-off forever ago. Never did. This is kind of like a Harvest Moon-y, Minecraft graphics-y kind of, like, farm simulator builder thing. I haven't really touched much of Staxel. It doesn't super stand out to me, but it could be interesting. I just got it on a whim randomly one day. I do that a lot on Steam when I have some extra expendable income, rather. And then that really just ties everything up right here, guys. At some point, I would love to do a video talking about Yume Nikki and what that game has done to me over the years at some point, but I'm waiting on some other things to be done for the channel. Like, I'm still waiting on some artwork to be done from my original graphic artist that I had commissioned to do shit for me for the banner. If you guys have not seen that or remember the banner that is on my channel and stuff, I'm talking about that person. I believe their original screen name was Trighetto, but they go by MCLT on DeviantArt now, and I am waiting for him to come up with something for me so that I can showcase it to you guys, and it's going to be fucking great. Like, we've been talking a lot about it, and it's going to be right around the corner when I start getting those images, and I cannot wait to show you guys, because I'm very excited. I've seen the previews of what to expect with it, and just, he does tremendous work, and I love it, and I cannot fucking wait until it is done. So that's what a lot of the waiting to do things for is, because I don't want to start a project and then get these PNG files and then want to change the way that it works. So that's everything in my library I wanted to go over. I know you guys saw GTFO in here, but to be honest with you, I don't know how that's going to handle on a recording, and I know that I need to play this with other people, so I can't even get 2 friends of mine together to fucking play Get the Fuck Out right now. Like, I can't even get 2 people other than me and Chalupa to duo it, and duoing doesn't work in this game. Like, it really fucking doesn't. I can't even get 3 people together for this game, never mind the whole 4, so this has been a little bit of a waste of fucking money, but it has been hilariously fun and random to play with Chalupa to just get the shit scared out of us, but this game is ridiculous. I love it. I would love to play it in a 4-man team at some point, but, you know, not now, and they don't have multiplayer up right now. I don't even know if that's going to be a thing that they'll do in the future, to be honest with you, because they haven't specified that that's a thing that's going to exist 100% in GTFO. But anyway, I'm going on for too long for this video. I want to know what you guys want to see for a video coming up next. I'm going to stop. I'm going to do Craftopia right after this. We're going to do the one-off for Craftopia. It'll be up in the next few days. Enjoy the Library of Ruina shit that I have put up if you guys have not seen it yet. And please get back to me on what you would like to see in my Steam library. Y'all saw all of it right there. This is everything that I have in my library. Okay? So, yeah. I will see you guys later. Take it easy.